My father's name, Arthur Maitland Twigg. His father was Harry Maitland Twigg, and I'm John Maitland Twigg. He was born in West Vancouver before the bridge was built, and then he worked briefly during the war. He wasn't able to be a member of the military because he had a stiff leg from blood poisoning, and then he worked at Union steamships for quite a while, and he wrote the definitive history of Union steamships, actually, which I helped with later in his life. And then he worked at the municipality of West Vancouver, where he became president of the Canadian Purchasing Association, and he held a conference, a national conference in Vancouver in 1972. That was way before such things were done outside Toronto. So he had a pretty good artistic talent, but he also was quite an interesting, capable organizer of people. He was also a sports coach, a playing coach in basketball for semi-pro basketball in Vancouver in the 50s. So he's kind of an interesting fellow, and he retired to Oyster Bay in the 1970s, and that's where he did a lot of the artwork now. He took up making copies of First Nations art, but he also did portraits and animals, and anyway, I think, and carvings, sculptures. So he did quite a bit of interesting stuff, and it's on display, free for anybody who wants to look at it. Laura and I were moving, and we ran into an issue of where are we going to put everything. I had a lot of memorabilia from my family, and I realized in looking at the stuff that my father had done that it would be possibly an interesting art show. Throughout December and into January, we're going to have a free showing of my father's artistic works. And I say artistic because he not only painted, but he also wrote and organized and played sports. And I also show where his family came from and the artistic talents of his mother and his grandmother and his father, and actually his uncle, who died at Vimy. So it's, you know, honor your father and your mother that your days may be long on the earth. I'm doing a show of my father's art here in Campbell River.